All right, welcome back, everybody. We got Sleepyhead over here.
Sorry, I didn't know you were starting to record.
Yeah, man. I just did it. I don't care. Just let them know this is real time television, real time podcast. So, just a football video. We'll bring a hockey one to you next week as well. Um, as always, we'll do the same thing. Maybe change it up in the near future, but there should be a decent amount to talk about. So last week was week 10. We talked
Yeah,
about your game, so we don't have to go back into that.
yeah.
Anything that stands out to you?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. My main story from last week is your devil witchcraft of the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know what it is. There's something going on there because something it's just not natural. What's happening to this league and to this team with all the last play of the game victories that you guys are getting? It's crazy. But hey,
Good
you guys are
teams
9.
find a way to win.
Yeah, I guess. Sure. Um, the other big thing that stood out to me, where was it? I just saw it here. The Chicago Bears, man.
Yeah, they suck.
The Chicago Bears suck. Caleb Williams, I'm not going to fault him for having a bad O line like that because that was a really, really bad O line. And I said that on the podcast last week that they were missing like 3 starters. But dude, he was brought in to be this like superstar quarterback, like going to change the face of the franchise, potentially even the league kind of quarterback. Just not it.
Yeah, but to speak to that, which I've seen all over Twitter and I agree with 100%, the expectations they have for rookies nowadays is pretty
Yeah.
absurd, to
Oh,
be honest with you. I don't think it's fair on these guys.
no, it's
Like when Peyton Manning came into the league as a first overall pick, he threw 28 picks in his first year. So,
no.
and back then, no one was really worried about that because then he went on to be one of the best quarterbacks of all time. So, I don't think it's fair the shit that they're saying about Caleb Williams. I don't think it's him. To be honest, like what I think the biggest issue is CJ Stroud. He set the bar so high last year for rookies when he came into the league that I think a lot of people are starting to compare rookies to CJ Stroud last year because he was number 2 overall, came in, just balled out. And then a bunch of people are like, oh, yeah, this guy's number 1. And I guess Jaden Daniels, too. Like, he's balled out all year except for when he plays above 500
A
teams.
500 team.
Um, so I don't think it's fair. I think they'll be fine. I just think it's a coaching issue.
I think so too. I think the Bears themselves just have a terrible like offensive scheme. Like there's no creativity with it. It's a bunch of checkdowns, and if they do need to develop a play, they don't have the O line to develop the play. So
Yeah.
Caleb Williams has to scramble while the play is trying to develop, which isn't fair for both him and the receivers on that play because the receivers are just running thinking that they're good, but then they turn around and see Caleb Williams scrambling, so then they have to scramble.
Yeah.
All in all, it's just not a good time. Speaking of CJ Stroud, though, I feel like that's been my like snipe slash whatever you want to call it of the year is the Texans and CJ Stroud because like dude he still hasn't proven anything to me this year. Neither has the Texans. Like
Yeah.
still they played the Lions last week, which was like such a good like like litmus test. Like oh if you can hang with the Lions, da 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 da. Jared Goff threw 5 picks, 5, and they still won the game. The Lions still won the game. So that means the Texans couldn't capitalize on 5 interceptions. 5 interceptions. They couldn't capitalize on that.
Speaking of those 5 interceptions, random funny moment. Did you see Ryan Fitzpatrick's tweet? He goes, "Time to put my kids to bed because we're getting close to when someone on the commentating crew brings up my 7 interception game, and if the record's gonna get broken tonight." So when I saw that tweet, I was dying. 7 interceptions in a game, though. Damn.
Dude, 5 is ridiculous. 7, I don't even know how that's possible.
Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, to be honest, though, the Lions didn't look that good that game either.
No, but that's my point, you know?
Yeah.
And even because imagine if they did look good, like the Texans would have got their ass kicked.
Yeah. I got a talking point that I want to bring up, though. So I saw some dude that I was bitching on Twitter, and I honestly kind of agree with him, but like, so I'm going to bring this up. Do you think the football's been subpar this year? Yes or no? And then I'll lead into what I'm about to say.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I can see why people think that, but from my perspective, no. Just because I'm a Ravens fan. You know what I mean? We play exciting football. My quarterback is leading MVP candidate right now. So for me, I can't say the football's been subpar because the football team that I watch the most and the most football that I watch is Ravens football, and that hasn't been subpar other than the defensive side of the ball. But like, you know,
Yeah,
but
I know what you mean.
I can definitely see where he's coming from because a lot of the big names and the big teams, like everybody thought the Jets were going to be good. Not
Yeah,
some people didn't like, some people had them Super Bowl contenders, which I thought was crazy. But dude, they suck. Like they really suck. And
yeah,
that's not like there's like three, probably even you could probably do five teams in the league right now that you can actually say just suck, are just
yeah,
bad football teams, like really bad football teams. And
yeah,
like that's a lot for the best league in the world.
yeah. I think it's been kind of subpar this year. Not gonna lie. Um, like I know, like me, I've been thinking about it, and it started since week one. And like you and I talked about this. I think it was because we already had our euphoric moment going to the Ravens and the Chiefs game. But that football Sunday just didn't feel the same. And I've noticed that this year that football Sundays just like don't feel the same this year. I don't know why. Like, there's not a lot of touchdowns being scored. Yeah, a lot of the games are one-sided games, and if it's, I mean, not one-sided. Well, I mean that too can be one-sided. The other games are like one-score games, but they really weren't that good all game.
Can I
So
ask you, has there been a Kansas City Chiefs game this year where you're like, wow, that was a really, really exciting game to watch?
yeah, just one, and it was the one that we were at.
Exactly, exactly.
But then, yeah, that's my point. Like
I have
even like
three.
Falcons games and like Steelers games and all that. Like I'm just watching this, and I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of the time during the 1 o'clock slots, and like it seems like the four slots have been even worse this year. But a lot of the time during the 1 o'clock slots, I find myself checking my phone more frequently than I used to.
Yeah, no,
It's
and that's what
more
I think we
checking
should take.
fantasy stats and stuff
Yeah.
like that, or scrolling Twitter because nothing's interesting's happening. It even seems like Scott Hansen, the god himself, is bored
Well, I
because
get,
this year, like, there really hasn't been much that's happened that's to like wow people.
especially the 4 o'clock games, man. They suck.
Mm.
There's been barely any good 4 o'clock games. Like I'm hoping you're in the Bills game this week is actually like a banger of
We'll speak
a
about that later because I was talking
yeah.
about that at work with a few people.
Um,
Um,
I'll be honest, in all the primetime games, the only like there's been a few bangers. The most recent banger was the Ravens Bengals game. I'll be honest, and you can like maybe I'm wrong, just bias, but I genuinely believe that the Ravens Bengals both times are two of the best three games this year.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
both times that they've played, and I don't know. I think they both might even be top two because I'm having a hard time remembering another game that was even close to that.
yeah.
Either one.
I gotta pause this, so give me 1 sec. All right, my apologies. Just had to take a quick intermission there. But yeah, no, I agree with you. And then, but this is what I'm leading into because I saw a lot of like replies to this tweet about it, and so I want to ask your thoughts. Do you think gambling and fantasy has ruined football? Because a lot of people are saying it has because for two reasons. You're worried about how your players on fantasy are doing, so you get pissed off if they're not doing well in the game because it's costing you points. And same as betting. If you place, like, for example, you and I every single week and we do an anytime TD parlay and multiple of them, like you might get pissed off if your guys don't score. I know me personally, I don't really because it's like a risk you run with gambling, but I guess a lot of other people are getting pretty pissed off. So do you think gambling and fantasy has ruined like the viewing experience?
I do think that it has ruined certain aspects of it because I personally, especially being in Canada, I don't notice it as much watching like TV in the States the two times I've been.
Yeah.
Every other ad is a
Yep.
flip gambling ad, man. Like
Yep.
every other one is just like it's actually ridiculous. But I'll be honest with you. Yeah, sure. I pay a little bit of attention to fantasy and betting when like this football stuff is on. But like, I love sport as sport. And like,
Yeah.
it hasn't ruined it for me. The only thing that's ruined is the commercials and stuff because I just
Yeah.
love seeing the competitiveness of football, and I love seeing all the aspects of like sport that comes with it. This is still a relatively new sport to me, and I say relatively because like I've followed all my other ones for like 15 years now.
Yeah.
This one I've followed for like 7 years, close to 8 now, and then it's like I still love sport, and you can't take that away from me. And but I can also see the people who may not appreciate sport as much as me get angry much quicker if they have bets, if they have fantasy players, if they have this on the sport. And then once, say, like, let's say use Daicha for an example, I feel like his fantasy this year ruined his appreciation of football because the players on his team are injured now,
Mm.
and he doesn't chat to us as much about football, but I think that's because of the fantasy injuries, and it just takes you away from sport. Just the sport. Just no betting, no fantasy, no nothing. Two teams competing. People forget about that. People look at it as like a moneymaker, which is not. It's not. It shouldn't be looked at
Yeah.
as a moneymaker. It's just sport. That's
Yeah.
it. Just
No,
an
I agree with you. And I think that's a valid point. Like, I think a lot of the people that are complaining about it probably do look at it as a moneymaker
hmm.
and get cheese when it doesn't hit. Like, their bets don't hit or their fantasy players aren't doing well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be hypocritical and say I haven't bitched if my fantasy team's not doing the best. Like, it is what it is. I think everybody's done that, but I don't let it affect watching it. But like when it comes to gambling on it, I don't care. Like, if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, it's a risk you run by wagering your money for this. So, but yeah, like, to speak to what you said, in Canada, it's crazy how many, like, DraftKings, FanDuel, Bet365, who is it? There's one that starts with an R, I can't remember, but like a points bet, for example, Bet Rivers. Like, you just see those commercials through
Every
hockey games, NBA games, all Sunday for NFL, MLB. Like, it's just crazy how
and
many betting commercials you see.
no, the thing that really pisses me off the most is not the commercials. It's the like sports people for like TSN and stuff giving me
Yeah.
a parlay beforehand.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Davis Johnson's best pick or something like
like,
that.
no, I
Yeah.
actually don't care. Talk about the sport. Like, I
Yeah, I
don't
know.
care about the betting lines from you. I really don't. That's the type of stuff where I feel like that will combine more football and betting together when they really should be separating the two. Because I don't want to hear the person like introducing the game giving me their parlay. I don't
Yeah.
care. Like, I genuinely don't care. And I don't need to hear about these odds. I just want to know what you think is going to happen in this game. That's
No,
it.
I agree. I agree. And like, I've never got that either because like most of the people that were gambling on that game have already done their own thing anyways. So
Mm.
it's not like it's going to intrigue them last minute. It's like, yeah, you know what, I'm tailing. And it's not, I can't remember what I said his name was, but it's Davis Sanchez. That's his name, the guy from TSN. Respect him, but I don't think he's going to intrigue anybody like 5 minutes before the game to take his picks, you know? Like,
Nice.
if you're gambling on the game, you've already thought about what you're doing. Like, I know when we do it, we tend to do it like an hour before, or like on Sunday, for example, like 11 in the morning or 10 in the morning. Like, we've already thought about what we're doing, not
Yeah.
5 minutes before the game. Be like, okay, yeah, let's lock this in because Davis said it's the best bet for the day. So,
Like, I get what they're trying to do, but like I really need it to be separated from sport itself.
yeah,
Like you can have a sure you can have like a gambling segment. Like, I don't even care. I just won't watch it. But like, talk about the sport. Talk about the game that's upcoming. Like, whenever there's a prime time, and in Canada especially, it cuts to like TSN or something right before the game, and
yeah,
there's not even an introduction. It's here's the five best touchdown scorers.
yeah. Kelsey over 5.5 receptions, and yeah,
Receptions, Chiefs -3. What? I don't care.
yeah.
I just don't care. Tell me what you think is actually going to happen in the
And
game.
unfortunately, they do that about every sport now. Because even like the NHL, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, Austin Matthews like 2+ shots.
Like, I
Go
don't
Mitch Marner 1 point tonight."
like I don't care. That really pisses me off because like I don't need to see that. You're ruining sport. And like, could you imagine? Like, we're men now. A little kid like trying. Could you imagine when we were kids trying to watch like all of these sports and you just get like parlay, parlay, parlay,
Yeah.
parlay? Like you're gonna ask your dad, "What is this?"
Yeah, I
And
know.
you're like 10 years old and you already know what a parlay is.
Yeah. And the sad thing is they obviously they're doing it on purpose, right? Because they just want people to use their sites, get new
Oh,
people hooked
100%.
on this stuff, and it's definitely working. Like I guarantee you, each week, like another probably 100 people just because of one of those segments signs up for a gambling account to try and win some money, man. And all those freaking guys on Twitter and TikTok and Instagram, like, oh yeah, this is the
100%.
lock for the week. Tell me, pay $500 to join my Discord for
And
my
they're all
best
paid by
picks.
the companies.
Yeah, like it's crazy to me, man. It's
You're getting me worked
crazy.
up. Let's go into football.
All right, that was our rant of the day. Okay, quick recap of last night. Eagles played well, like in the fourth quarter. Didn't really do much all game, but in the fourth quarter they balled out.
Yep.
We said it earlier in the segment. Commanders can't beat a team above 500. Um, they're still going to make the playoffs. I'd be surprised if they don't, but that's not a good sign when all the teams in the playoffs are dogs.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little tough for them there.
I'll be honest,
Um,
I don't know if they've had a game against an above 500 team where they've actually been like in the game.
and the thing is they were dominating last night in the first half, and then it just went all to shit
Yeah,
essentially.
they just couldn't get anything done after that though.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why they went away from their run game though. Their
They
run game and Austin, like in Robinson, Eckler, and Daniels, was doing quite well, and they just
think they
decided to change.
I think they got into a panic.
Yeah, yeah, because the Eagles are a veteran team, and they've got that figured out. Okay, first game of the week, 1 o'clock, Raiders Dolphins. Who do you got and why?
Give me the Dolphins. I think that excuse me. I think that last week's win gave them a bit of a boost. I think they also understand like they're not making the playoffs at this point.
Yeah,
They're still going to play hard, which shocked me because last week I kind of said, like, oh, how did they get up and play after this? But they played hard, and,
yeah, their defense was stellar, man.
yeah, and
Holy.
that's on me. That's like the will and determination of an athlete. I forgot about that. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins winning. Better team, better roster, better quarterback, better weapons. Like, the Raiders are one of those 5 teams that just suck. I'll be honest.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. So that's a drink for me. I think the Dolphins win. I think last week was a big boost for them. They're not getting in the playoffs. Unfortunately, they got themselves in too big of a hole to start the season. But I think they're going to put up some numbers and have a respectable end to the season. So I think the Dolphins win this one. It's not going to be close.
One more thing on that. Tua's got to stop being such an idiot.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was so dumb.
They
That
interviewed him
was,
about it, and he said he's never going to stop doing that.
that was okay then. Like, what? Like, I'm not
This
even.
guy just
Feel
wants
bad.
perma
I'm
CTE.
not even
So
gonna feel bad anymore if this guy just gets concussed. I'm not even like that's just stupid.
yeah, some reporter asked him, well, they're like, yeah, that play. And he goes, oh yeah, where I dove at him head first. Yeah, I'm never gonna stop doing that,
Like
man.
that's
That's just
so
how
dumb.
I hit.
That's
And I
so
was just
dumb.
like, oh man, you want a perma CTE? You want
Yeah.
to be the next Antonio Brown on
Like,
Twitter? Like,
god damn. That's so
ah,
stupid.
yeah, I don't get him. A dud, and I say that a lot. Browns and Saints. Who do you got and why?
Give me the Saints. I think last week was a statement. Like, yeah, you guys may think that we're really bad, but we're actually like I don't think they're one of the 5 teams that suck.
We're not really bad. We're just subpar bad.
Yeah, I don't think they're one of the 5 teams that suck. They're just above suck. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? They can hang, and on any given day, their offense plays well, and I'm always have confidence in their defense, even without Lattimore. I just think they have a good like package scheme, like mentality there. I'm gonna go with the Saints at home. Browns are one of the 5 teams that suck.
yeah, I agree with you. I got the Saints winning too. I think last week was a big win for them. And yeah, the Browns are just the Browns.
You know what's
Um,
crazy? 2 of the
yeah,
teams so far that I said have just sucked are 2 of the Ravens' losses.
yeah, Browns and Raiders. Yeah, yeah, that's true. This
Oh,
is another snooze fest. Looks like the 1 o'clock slots are going to suck again. Colts and Jets.
one banger. There's one banger. Don't you worry. Uh, Colts, Jets. Give me the Colts. No. Give me the Jets. Anthony Richardson's playing for the Colts.
Give me the Colts, baby, because Anthony Richardson's playing. That's my dog. It's his legacy game coming up, man. I'm telling you, I'm feeling it. Yeah, no, the Jets are probably going to win, but I want the Colts to win. Just Anthony Richardson to shut up the haters, man. Just have one good game this year, and then everybody will be all on you again. So,
Like, I'm going with the Jets, man. Anthony Richardson is not a good quarterback in the NFL.
yeah. I mean, he is still young. I think he's going to turn into like a Sam Darnold situation, probably fail
I
in
never.
Indianapolis, and then get another team that like picks him up when he's like 26, and he just balls out.
Yeah, I don't want to
So,
see him fail. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to see
yeah.
him fail. I want to see him do well. But at this moment, he's not a good quarterback.
No, but that's my dog. So give me the Colts. Okay, so we didn't agree on that. Um, Vikings and Titans. I'll start this one off. Give me the Vikings. They're winning, but they're barely winning again. I think this will be one that they actually put on a show. But the Titans do have a good pass defense, so I don't know if it's going to be a Jettas game. I think it's going to be a big game from Aaron Jones.
I'm playing him in fantasy. I'll be so pissed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings too. But similar to last week, man, they're still on fraud watch to me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they did not handle their business last week at all. And I don't know. There's something off. I don't know. But I'm gonna go with the Vikings as well because I don't think the Titans are good at all.
Sorry, I was just readjusting. Packers and Bears. Normally, this is a pretty decent one. Aaron Jones, not Aaron Jones. I just brought him up. Aaron Rodgers used to own the Bears. I think Jordan Love still owns the Bears. So, give me the Packers, and I think it'll be a big game from the passing offense. Even though the Bears have a good pass defense.
Yeah, give me the Packers as well. Unless the Bears figure something magical out before this game, I just think the Packers are a better team, like top to bottom.
I do think the Bears are going to put up a fight though, because they did fire Shane Waldron, their offensive coordinator. So I think something different is going to happen, but I still don't trust Matt Eberflus. But I think this is going to be the game that Jordan Love and the Packers passing offense finally figured out. Get Dobbs involved, get Reed involved, Dontavian Wicks involved, Tucker Kraft. Like I think it's going to be an onslaught. To be honest with you,
I think so
but,
too.
Jaguars and Lions. Who do you got?
Oh,
I'm just going to tally up a 5 here because I know we're both picking the same team.
the Jags. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
The Lions for sure. I don't even need to explain myself for this one.
Yeah, me either. So we'll just do a quick one. Lions.
Yeah.
Rams and Patriots. I think I'm going to tally up a 6 here because I think we're both going to choose the same team. Give me the Rams. Reason being, Patriots are playing well this year. Drake May seeming to be the leader of that team, but the Rams are making a push for the playoffs and they're just on the outside. So I think they'll have a big game.
I'll be honest, I don't know how the Patriots could score more than like 17 points.
Yeah.
The Rams can score like 20 plus easily, so I'm going to go with the Rams.
Yeah. This is the one that you think is the banger. Probably will be the banger, but I'm not going to lie, not going to watch it because it's going to be very defensive battle.
Hell yeah.
Ravens and Steelers. Give me the Steelers. I'm actually being serious. Give me the Steelers. Defense.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
I want your boys to win, though. I don't know why. I just like watching you guys. But
hey, man.
I think you guys will win the one in the end of the year, but I think the Steelers will take the early one because I know you guys always tend to split like 1-1 when you guys play every year.
Nah, the Steelers own us. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
We own the Bengals and the Browns. The Steelers own us.
Didn't you guys beat them last year?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you guys split 1-1.
No, I'm pretty sure we went 0-2.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I got the Steelers winning this one. I just think maybe it's gonna be like Lamar's my fantasy quarterback. I need a big game from him. Damn. I just think their defense is gonna control you guys, and then because your guys' pass defense and you're gonna speak to it sucks. I think Russell Fields is gonna air it out on you guys.
Russell Fields?
Fuck, man. I'll drink to that. I'm talking about both quarterbacks. So Russell Wilson, I think, is going to air it out on you guys. But like, you guys are going to still keep it close. And like I said, I think you guys will win the second meeting this season.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Ravens on this one. I just think that our offense is much better than their offense. Like, the gap is really big for that. And our defense, our numbers don't seem to be the same, but the Steelers' pass offense isn't great. It's nothing spectacular. I think we'll be able to hang around defensively against their pass offense, and then it will take some time. Don't get me wrong. Our offense will figure it out in this game, but at the same time, like, this is going to be a close game. Always is. AFC North, Ravens, Steelers. Like you said, defensive battle. This game is ending like 17-14.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt. No doubt.
I agree. This one, I think, is going to be sneaky good. The 405 game, Seahawks and 49ers. I got the 49ers winning, reason being second week of Christian McCaffrey. They fed him the ball a lot last week. I think he's going to get fed the ball even more this week, and we're going to see true CMC come back.
I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks.
Nice.
I'd
like that.
The reason being is the fact that Christian McCaffrey is back for their second week. I feel like it's a relatively easy defensive scheme here to scheme up because Christian McCaffrey is going to get the ball a lot. And I'm not saying this like it's easy to stop this guy.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey. Like, I know who this is. But I think it's a relatively easy defensive scheme to scheme up. The Seahawks got DK Metcalf back this week. Their offense is fully open and going. And it's a divisional game. And this division is really tight. I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
I like it. 405 game number 2, Falcons and Broncos. I got the Broncos winning.
I do too.
And reason being, I think Michael Penix is starting. I saw something on Twitter that Kirk Cousins is hurt.
If Michael Penix is starting, I'm picking the Falcons.
Hell no. Against the Broncos, hell no.
I don't even care. That's my dog. That is the dog. That's Michael Penix Jr. Should have won the Heisman. Fuck Jaden Daniels. That should have been Michael Penix Jr. I'm going to pick, if Kirk Cousins is playing, I'm going to pick the Broncos. If Michael Penix Jr., I'm going to pick the Falcons. And it's just because the fact that he's a Washington Husky and I really want to see him do well in his NFL debut. That's the only reason I'd pick the Falcons if he's playing. I think this is a sneaky good game.
Yeah, it is going to be a good game.
I think this is a sneaky.
Okay, the rumor is it is still Kirk Cousins. Supposedly he's better, but there is a possibility that Penix plays.
Like starts or just plays?
Starts.
Oh, okay. You know my answer.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a sneaky good game too. I just got the Broncos winning. Because, man, they put up one hell of a fight against the Chiefs last week, and I think they're pissed off that they lost on a blocked field goal, so I think they're going to put up an even stronger fight against the Falcons, which is bad for me in fantasy, but I think they're going to, lock down Bijan, lock down Drake London. I think it's going to be a tough game. So, this is the one I wanted to talk about earlier. So, you think this is going to be a banger? I think most people think it's going to be a banger. I think it's going to be a dud.
Why?
Because the media always hypes up these two teams like crazy. And if you've watched the last few games, they haven't been great.
It's true.
They've been good. They haven't been great. And it's because the media is hoping to God it is like that divisional playoff game again where both these teams put up 36, 35 points.
That was like 3 years ago, too.
Yeah, but it's because of that game. Anytime these two teams match up in the regular season, they hype the hell out of it all week, and it gets everybody like, "Whoa, man, this is gonna be a freaking great game! Can't wait for this!" And it ends up being like a 24-20 or like a 2017 game because it's never gonna be like that playoff game again. So,
it's bad.
Here's my pick.
Have a good shift. Did you hear her say thanks?
No, I didn't, but appreciate that. Here's my pick. Bills win. Chiefs undefeated season ends this week. I will change my pick if the injury report is true and the Bills are missing a lot of players. I'm on the fence. I've been saying Bills all week, and I'm pretty sure I said that to you when we were gaming and stuff. The only thing that I could see the Bills not winning for is they're playing the Chiefs defense, which is number 1 in the NFL. And they got a young team on offense, so I don't see them competing with that. But just based off the past, the Bills always beat the Chiefs in the regular season, deservedly so. They come out firing and play great. So I could see that happening again.
I am also going to go with the Bills, and my reason is Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I don't care how good your defense is. It was similar to like Lamar this year. These type of quarterbacks, it doesn't matter how good the opposing defense is. These guys are game changers, game wreckers, game whatever, game plan wreckers. You can't scheme up for like a Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Like you can't scheme up for these guys because they're different.
Well, the thing is the Chiefs can't stop Josh Allen when he runs, man.
It's Josh Allen.
And he's gonna run. It's not gonna be a game like he's gonna air it out. Don't get me wrong.
You guys
but
don't.
He's gonna run.
You don't do well against running quarterbacks. I'm pretty sure Lamar had 130 on the ground.
Yeah, and Josh Allen is going to run.
Yeah,
and you see it like a lot of the clips they show of Josh Allen pregame is him hurdling like Justin Reed or him hurdling someone else on the Chiefs. So they can't stop that guy.
I'm gonna go with the Bills, and I'll be honest with you, I'm still not sold on your guys' offense yet. I'm incredibly sold on your defense. It's the best in the league by far. But I don't know, your offense, I don't know what it is. Something's just not clicking. Like
it will be better this week though. Juju Smith-Schuster's back, confirmed. So we'll have D-Hop, Juju Smith-Schuster. Very likely Pacheco's back this week.
No, I saw that was next week.
Oh, no. He was at practice today, and Andy Reid said there's a possibility he plays. So then we'd have a running back duo.
Way different than very likely.
We'll see. I'm on your side. I don't think he plays, but it'd be nice because, like, I mean, I could turn my camera around. You know damn well, like, aside from Pat, Pacheco's my favorite player. So it would be nice to see him back. But yeah, like, you're right. Our offense hasn't been great. We'll figure it out. And, like, I just keep telling everybody this. Once the playoffs come, it's different because we're going to have all those guys aside from Rice back from injury.
Yeah, but we judge off what we see now.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like, we're both on the same side here. I don't see the Chiefs winning. It's going to be close, and I think their offense will actually play good this game for the first time since the game against the Ravens.
I'll be honest. The Bills' defense isn't good either.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, this is a good game for your offense to start.
To figure it out. Yeah, I know.
Because it'll be like, oh, look what the Chiefs did to this Bills defense. The Bills defense hasn't been anything spectacular at all.
No, I agree. I agree. And I'm with you on that. Like, I think this will be a game that their offense actually figures it out. Because they have had games this year where they've been good, but like you're right, they haven't been great. Everybody thought this offense would be great this year.
You haven't been consistently good on offense.
No.
Consistently fantastic on defense, but offense.
Yeah, and I'm not making excuses, but like the injuries derailed what this offense could have been if we had Hollywood Brown. And yes, you say he drops the ball a lot, which I agree with you. I've seen all the highlights, but still that opens things up. Like, and I'm going to speak to one thing here. I don't think it's fair, all the criticism that Xavier Worthy's getting, because no one's been able to open shit up for him because everybody's been injured. Like, if they still have Rice, I think Xavier Worthy would have progressed differently so far this year because obviously they'd have Rice for the check down. They'd have Rice, as you call him, slant boy.
Slant boy.
So I think he'll be different. But yeah, no, like our offense hasn't been great. I'll admit that. But yeah, we're both on Bills there. I hope the Chiefs win, obviously, but I would not be surprised if they lose. So one other question about that, and then we'll continue on to the next game. If the Chiefs win this week against the Bills, do they go undefeated?
No, I
don't think so either.
I think there's going to be one game where, and like, it's not going to be the Panthers because everybody.
Yeah, you see all those memes too, where it's like one team can stop and it's just Bryce Young.
It's so funny. I just think there's going to be one game because of how inconsistent your offense has been. There's going to be one game where it's like, I don't know, you guys play like a below average team, but that's the day that they decide. Because you also got to think. You guys are undefeated. Every single team that's coming,
is giving their best effort,
wants to be the team to beat you.
Yeah.
Every time, every single game. So I don't think undefeated, because I think there's going to be a game in there where it's like, oh, how did the Chiefs lose this one? You know, I mean, like it's a game that you would expect them to win.
But the Panthers, it's happening. Bryce Young is saving the world, man.
Dude, I
He's
swear to
doing
God,
it.
though, if it's Carolina, if you guys lose to Carolina and that's your one loss, I don't care what you guys do for the rest of the year. That's crazy.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny,
That's
man. That would be pretty funny. Because then all the memes would come true. All the memes would
all
come
the
true
people
about
there.
Bryce
I might get
Young.
myself a Bryce Young jersey. That'd be funny as hell.
Yeah, I would. Goat. Bryce Young's a goat. This should be a decent game too, the 8:21.
Banger.
Bengals. I said Bengals because you said banger. Bengals Chargers. I got the Bengals. Give me the Bengals to win that game. The Chargers are good, but their offense wouldn't like the Bengals have been averaging like 25 points per game on offense, and I think the Chargers are averaging like 17 to 20. Yeah, the Chargers have a good defense, but I don't think they're going to be able to put up enough points to compete with the Bengals. So
I am going to go with the Chargers, and it's almost the exact opposite of what you said. The Chargers have allowed the least amount of points in the NFL by a lot, like a good
yeah,
50 points. The Chargers have allowed the least amount of points in the NFL. They have a good defense, a great defense. The Bengals defense sucks, and especially on the ground, which is where the Chargers offense thrives. So I'm going to go with the Chargers on this one, but the Bengals need this win. If they don't win this, their season is over. Like that's
yeah.
it. You can't go 4-7. Like
They're 4-6 right now.
yeah.
I thought they were 4-5.
No, I don't think they've had their bye.
Oh, damn, damn.
Yeah, they're 4-6. They cannot afford to go 4-7.
Yeah, I know, because then they would have to win out the rest of the year to finish 10-7 to potentially get in.
And
Damn.
they still have to play the Steelers twice.
Yeah, yeah. Shit. And then the Monday nighter, Texans versus the Cowboys, the Battle of Texas.
This
Give
would
me
have
the
been a good game.
Yeah, this is gonna stink. Give me the Texans to win. Reason being, Nico Collins is back, and Dallas's pass defense stinks. So I think it's gonna be a big game from Nico Collins, but because of that, I also think it's gonna be a big game from Tank Dell because that's gonna open things up for him.
Yeah.
So
Oh. George Kittle is questionable for Sunday's game against Seattle due to a hamstring injury. Yeah, give me the Texans as well. Honestly, as much as I've been like low on the Texans this year, and I'll be honest, rightfully so, I'm even lower on the Cowboys at this point.
yeah,
No Dak, nothing about that team has looked good, to be honest. Like there's not a single aspect of that team where I could actually like ride it to a win.
yeah,
I'm gonna go with the Texans.
I'd agree with you. I'd agree with you. All right, time for the spread game. So let me sign into DraftKings. Checking location. Please wait while we pinpoint your current location. While we're waiting for this, Mike Tyson or Jake Paul?
I'm
I
gonna
threw,
go. I'm gonna
I
go with
threw
Jake Paul.
30 on Tyson today.
I'm gonna go with Jake Paul. To be honest, I'm not betting on this. This is like so rigged. But I lied. I probably bet on this.
I did. So I threw 30 on Tyson. He was plus 160. I'm
the
like you. I think Jake Paul wins because yeah, it is probably rigged, but I
bigger.
mean, I was like, you know what, value pick, maybe throw a little bit of extra cash on that. So
He's just bigger, quicker, younger. Like
yeah,
probably stronger at this age too. Like Mike Tyson is 58 years old.
yeah,
What do you want from this?
yeah.
Yeah, man. Jake Paul needs to fight like a real legit, not no like Tommy Fury, like an actual like no name, no one's heard of, but is a legit boxer. Like
Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, so you always complain, so I'll start you off with a good one, I believe. Packers and Bears. Guess the spread.
give me like where is it?
Chicago.
Oh geez, that makes it a little tougher. Give me like minus. That makes it tough. Give me like minus 4.5 Green Bay.
Close, -5.5.
Okay. That
I got Lions and Jags. I got Lions -7.5. What do you got?
you're insane. It might
Oh
even be
my
close to
God.
double that. Yeah. I'm gonna go with minus like 13.5, minus 14.
-13.5.
Yeah, like I can't even believe you said that, bro.
I don't know, man. Shit.
This is an ass kicking type game, bro.
Ravens and Steelers, you've already seen it. Probably, I've already seen it. So it's -3.5 Ravens. We'll just skip that one. Vikings and Titans, that's you.
Vikings minus like 4.
-6.
Yeah, that was a far off one.
All right, I got the Raiders and Dolphins. I'm going to say the Dolphins -7. What do you got?
I'm gonna go Dolphins -7.5, 6 and a no -7. I actually like that number.
Bing, bang, boom. We're both right.
7.
Yep.
I
All
did
right,
like.
you got Rams and Patriots.
Ooh, give me the Rams -5.
-4.5.
Oh, fuck off.
Colts and Jets. I'm going to guess -4 for the Jets. What do you got?
minus minus like 3.5. -3 Jets. What'd you say?
-4, baby. I got 2 today. I'm on a heater. All right, you got Browns and Saints.
Jesus Christ. I feel like this is like a pickup. Give me like it is a pickup. Give me like -1 Cleveland.
Correct.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I didn't even know.
Seahawks and Niners. I'm going to say Seahawks are -3.5 favorites. What do you got?
You think Seahawks are the favorites?
Oh, Niners. Sorry, Niners
Oh,
-3.5.
oh,
I'm wrong. I can tell you that.
oh,
So
okay.
I just moved it.
I'm gonna go with the Niners minus like 6, 7, 6 -6.
6.5.
Oh, you.
All right, Falcons and Broncos is all you.
Give me Denver minus 1.5.
-2.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I already know this one, so you can guess it too, because I saw it earlier in the week. Chiefs Bills.
Oh, I know what it is. It's like Bills -2. Yeah. I heard tons of people complaining that the Chiefs are the underdogs, so I knew that.
I like it. Pat plays good when they're underdogs. So Bengals Chargers. I'll do that one. I got the. I'm gonna say the Chargers are favorites, so I'm gonna say pick them -1.5. What do you got?
That's exactly what I was going with too.
We're both right. It
I,
is -1.5.
that was a pick 'em, and I feel the Chargers are the favorite just because they're at home.
All right, and last one is you. Texans Cowboys
Oh, give me the Texans minus like 6.5.
-7.
Yeah. Oh fuck. That's
I think
close.
I did better today. I got 3. I think I did better.
That's close.
All right. And so we'll do a reaction to that because I did well. Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. You can start it off. Your first pick for the 1 o'clock slot.
Give me. Give me. Justin
Yep.
Jefferson.
Yeah. None of these games are really enticing, eh?
No, none at all, really. Give me Justin Jefferson though.
Okay, Jay Jettas. I'll continue with the wide receivers. Give me Jaden Reed.
Okay. And then top it off, Cooper Kupp. Coop. See.
All right.
Yeah,
Jettas -105. Jaden Reed +150. Cooper Cup +140. 3-pick parlay is +1,071. So $15 returns 175.71.
I like that.
I gotta scroll so I can see Jettas. Bam. All right, T. Clear all. Clear all picks. All right, I gave someone at work this pick, so I'm gonna stick with it. Jonathan Taylor.
Okay. Give me Nick Chubb.
Draw. Draw.
Give me Nick Chubb.
And then we will stick with RBs. Give me. Hmm. Devon Acham.
Devon Acham.
Yep.
Okay. And then let's top it off with Jahmyr Gibbs.
U-Bowl. So this is a 4-pick parlay.
All RBs.
Okay, Jonathan Taylor -110, Nick Chubb +110, Devon Acham -125, Jahmyr Gibbs -145. 4-pick parlay is +1,119, so $15 on that returns 182.
Nice.
Want to do another 1 o'clock or move on to the 4?
Move on. The 1 o'clocks are dead.
Yeah, they do stink. All right, 4 o'clock. You can start it off because I started that one.
4 o'clock. Give me Josh Allen.
Josh. Yucky. So 1 week I can't really support him, even though he's my fantasy quarterback. Damn. Give me Javonte Williams.
That's what I was thinking too. That's exactly what I was thinking before I said Josh Allen. Nice.
And last but not least, you.
And then give me. He didn't score last week. He's gonna score this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's still -240. Gosh.
Yeah. Just
All
give
right. Josh Allen +130. Javonte Williams +140. Christian McCaffrey -240. So,
Yeah.
3-time parlay is +682. $15 on that returns 117.30. And I'll clear that. And I'll clear all. And then I will start it off with Travis Kelce.
DK Metcalf.
Damn, his odds are crazy.
Who?
DK's. And then we will finish it off with damn, both these teams have good pass defenses. Shit. Bijan.
I knew it.
I was looking at the pass defenses. I was thinking either Cortland Sutton or Drake London, but I think this game's going to be very run heavy from both teams.
Yeah.
All right, Travis Kelce +145. DK Metcalf +175. Bijan -130. 3 picks +1,092. So $15 on that returns 178.80.
Okay, that's not bad.
Nope.
All right. One person each from the Chargers Bengals.
Chase Brown.
Chase Brown. Okay. Interesting.
And then you.
I will go with Gus Bus Edwards.
Oh my God. It's going to be J.K. Dobbins, but okay. +460 on that, so $15 returns. $84.
It's not bad.
Nope. Because Gus Bus is +205. And then last but not least, Texans and Cowboys. I said him earlier, so I'm going to say him again, Nico Collins.
Nico Collins. And then give me Rico Dowd. I don't think that they trust Buddy enough, so I don't know if I'm going to bet CeeDee Lamb, but I'm going to go with Rico Dowd.
CD cost us a big parlay last week. Shout out CD.
He didn't. Nah, he didn't. No, he did not. No, he did not.
Yeah,
Fucking
he's his
Jerry
son.
Townsend, the stupid ass fucking design of that building cost us a parlay. Who the hell does that?
Yeah, I know. So Collins plus 115, Dowdle plus 145. So that's a 415 bet. 15 returns 77.25.
Nice.
So November update link will be in the bio. Here's my mustache. And there's Justin's. And he's got his beard because he's cheating still. So yeah, donate. We have one donation so far, $25. Shout out to your parents. We're still trying to hit that 250 goal. So if you can, it'd be much appreciated. It's going to a good cause. And as always, we will see you next week. Peace.
Adios.
And then just for fun, yeah.